Hashtag FIBA U16 Americas. Dominican Republic with a 6-point loss yesterday. Brazil with a 28-point victory. And now we start day 2. Ball in the air. And here we go. Strap in, let's have some fun. It's the FIBA Under-16 Americas live in Yucatan. And starting with it is one of the stars of yesterday, Nolan Kem, who had 17 points. Dishes off to Perna, around the perimeter de Freitas. This is Fernandez, who hit 4 threes yesterday, but the pocket picked. Yesterday, Dominican Republic with 18 steals against a really sharp Canadian squad. And they open with one there. Here's their point guard, Yuri Herman. Off to Manuel Castro. Behind the back, smooth pass, but it's intercepted by de Freitas. Now Brazil in transition. A steal, but then it went out of bounds off of Castro's foot. And it'll stay with the Dominican Republic. Yesterday, the Dominican with 18 steals. And their star player, Lucas Murillo, had 6 of them. Murillo's number 23 in blue. You see him on the right block. He's defending number 6 in yellow, De Oliveira. And there's De Oliveira giving to Perna. 3-ball is cash money. And Brazil takes a 3-0 lead. Perna with 19 points, a game high yesterday. And he opens with a 3-ball. Let's see the Dominican response. Castro off to Herman. Outside right. Against a stingy defender in Kem. Wrapping around a screen. 3! He hits it. Yuri Herman. His first 3 of the tournament. And just like that, dueling steals and dueling threes make it 3-3. As Fernandez triggers. He can't hit. And the rebound to Fernandez. There are 2 Fernandezes. Pedro Fernandez for Brazil. And that's Richard Fernandez, number 5 in blue, for the Dominican. Herman. That's Fernandez with a bounce near side post to Ulloa. This is Murillo. He had 21 yesterday. Now Ulloa with just 7 on the shot clock. A shot. It's an air ball. The rebound scooped by Perna for Brazil. So these two teams feeling each other out. And Perna into the paint with a 6-foot jump shot missing. Offensive board, de Freitas back up and he spins it in. Off the back end of the iron, that's Fabricio de Freitas. 6'5", 16-year-old center. 12 points, 8 rebounds yesterday. And he's got Brazil in an early driver's seat. Herman, the shifty point guard for the DR. Top of the key, working on Kem. With 5 to shoot, lost it. Nearly a turnover, he saved it. It's got to shoot from that pyramid logo. Can't cash. And the rebound hauled in by de Freitas for Brazil. Here comes Kem. The lefty driving, scoop layup. He left it short. Really smooth D up front by Ulloa. And in transition, Castro for the DR. Pounds it in off the glass. Manuel Castro. 3 points yesterday, already on the board today. And 3 minutes in, looks like we're going to have a pretty smooth battle. These two teams equally matched. And Perna driving on the baseline, lost it. A steal, that's 2 on the day for the Dominican. Richard Fernandez pried it loose. Got it to his point guard, Herman. Top of the key, Herman triggers the offense. And a steal for Perna. Swooped in, took it, and finishes in transition. Patrick Perna with an early 7 points. And he's got all of them. Timeout called. 6:43 left first quarter. Brazil playing with early momentum. Remember, this is a tournament where the top 4 are the ones who make it to the Basketball World Cup. Brazil has never finished better than 5th. And last time out, they finished 5th because of this Dominican squad. A loss in the quarterfinals. Here's Fernandez. Back to Perna. Right wing with 3 to shoot. Perna's got a trigger at the baseline. Gets it to Kem. I don't think he got it off. Doesn't matter. Missed anyway. And a shot clock violation for Brazil is their 3rd turnover. Now, the Dominican Republic is a really stout defensive team. We saw this yesterday with 18 steals. They were +6 in the turnover battle against Canada, but lost by 6. correlation isn't causation, but usually in basketball you see win the turnover battle, win the game. Not the case for the DR yesterday. Germano miss. Castro the cleanup. Put back for Manuel Castro. He's got 4. And we're tied at 7. Here comes Perna on top of the key with the handoff to Kem. 6 to go. First quarter tied up at 7. And Kem will reset the offense. Shot clock is at 10 with a bounce pass. Third steal for Castro and the DR. Kerman coast to coast is blocked by Perna. Scooped up by Murillo and a foul call against Brazil. Oh, Patrick Perna, what a dominant start. 5 points, a block, a steal, and a few subs for both sides here as Lucas Murillo, who's been quiet, comes to the charity stripe. Murillo yesterday, 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals. First shot is no good out of all 4 teams in Group B action yesterday. No one scored more than Murillo with the 21. His second shot. No good. Yesterday, Dominican Republic only 9 of 16 in free throw attempts. They're going to have to be a lot better than that to beat stingy Brazil. Here's Fernandez on the drive. He got fouled. And Pedro Fernandez to the line at 5:35 here in the first quarter. Fernandez, first free throw. In and out. Pedro Fernandez was a first half wrecking ball yesterday for this Brazilian squad. 17 points, 4 of 6 from long distance. But these free throws hit the second. They were a bugaboo for Brazil, just like for every team in Group B. Brazil shooting 15 of 31 from the line that's supposed to be free. 8-7, Brazil's leading, and a corner 3 ball misses for Fernandez. Brazil back on the attack, and there's a 4th steal. Castro gets it for the Dominican in transition. Ulloa is stuffed. Ooh, a high-flying Pedro Fernandez. And we'll keep it here. 2 highlight reel blocks for Brazil, and look at this. Just pasting it. Stays with the Dominican. Down 1, Murillo resets. Murillo on the drive with the crossover. Back out to Castro. Lost it, got it back. 8 to shoot. Castro lobs outside to Ulloa. Handoff Fernandez. 3 to shoot. The drive. The shot. It's good off the glass. Richard Fernandez with a smooth move. His first bucket. And in spite of the early deficit, it's the Dominican Republic by 1. Here's Pedro Bedini. Off to De Oliveira. The lefty on the drive. Got it stripped. 5 early turnovers now. Transition layup for Fernandez. And a 3-point Dominican lead. 5 Dominican steals leading to this cushion. Perna, a wide open 3. Gotta hit it. In and out. Perna missed it. Offensive board. Put back, no. And to the line with a foul, Lucas De Oliveira. Wonderful to have all of you with us. Whether you're watching us on YouTube or elsewhere, make sure to like and share this stream, and also follow us at NextGen Hoops. That's at NextGen Hoops. Following the FIBA Under-16 Americas and Lucas De Oliveira. Free throw misses. He's got no points in the tournament. He did have 6 boards yesterday. De Oliveira, 6'5", 16-year-old. With his second free throw, and it's good. De Oliveira out of Club Atlético Paulistano. Checks out. And it's a 2-point lead for the Brazilians. Or excuse me, 2-point deficit for the Brazilians. Here comes the Dominican Republic, looking to make it to the Under-17 World Cup for the second consecutive round. On the drive, Germán kicks to Castro. He puts up a 15-footer, and it's a clean swish. Manuel Castro puts him back up 13-9. Now the Brazilian response. A Perna 3 miss. De Freitas tried to scoop the board, then he got his pocket picked. A 6th Dominican Republic steal, and it was Murillo. Murillo on the drive. 8-foot shot, clean swish. With the defender in his face, no problem, Lucas Murillo. And the Dominican Republic, behind a stingy defense, leads it 15-9 here at the Under-16 Americas. We come to a timeout. Back after this. Back at it here in Yucatan. Sam Brief with you for Group B action. The 2023 FIBA Under-16 Americas Championship. Fans, remember you can follow all news and developments with FIBA at FIBA.basketball. That's FIBA.basketball. Dominican Republic leading 15-9 behind this stingy defense. They've already racked up 6 steals, forcing 6 Brazil turnovers and leading to a 6-point deficit. And on that note, another one and another finish on the other end. Yurgi Germán with the steal, with the finish, and that has been the recipe for success. And now you see him in the face of his numerical counterpart, Pedro Bedini. Watch this, the steal, coast to coast. Yurgi Germán, smooth as silk. And then he was yapping at Bedini. These two teams getting a little chippy, and Murillo was on the verge of another steal. Brazil seems to be against the ropes in the early going, and we really didn't see this yesterday. A 28-point win for Brazil over Uruguay. A game in which they weren't challenged. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the Dominican was challenged. They took a punch to the gut, losing by 6 to Canada, but they did rack up 18 steals. They did play the tenacious D. And so far, the Dominican Republic looks like the sharper team. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Choppy offense. Fernandez missing in the corner. Rebound, Vasquez. Back up, no. He was fouled. Eliel Ulloa on the foul. Third team foul for the Dominican Republic. And it sends the 15-year-old Matías Vasquez to the line, making the first free throw. Now that is the third free throw of the day, hit by a Brazilian. This was a sore subject yesterday for Brazil. Just 11 of 14, or 11 of 24 rather, from the free throw line. Vasquez just hit both though. And the Dominican Republic on the attack now, from right to left in those blue uniforms. This is Murillo with a 15-footer, a little too strong. Rebound tips to De Freitas. And now Fernandez will take it up the court. Let's see if Kem can ignite the offense. He pushes for 3, misses. Wanted a foul call, having fallen there. And now Murillo will bring it up for the Dominican Republic. 2:20 left, 6-point lead and the ball for the DR. In the corner, Castro driving on the baseline, lobs outside left. Ulloa, 20'2", misses short. That was a line drive shot. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul against the Dominican. They say it'll go against Murillo, 23 in blue. And we'll keep it here with Brazil. A couple proud basketball nations here. The Dominican Republic, 23rd ranking in FIBA. They've got 3 appearances in the FIBA World Cup at the adult national team level, 14 appearances in the AmeriCup, and right now we're watching their next generation, the under-16 team, with a 6-point lead over Brazil. Kem, scoop, and a finish. Nolan Kem with his first bucket. Remember, he had 17 yesterday. That was his first, with Brazil now within 4, under 2 to go first quarter. Castro with a left wing 3. Little short. And the rebound chased down by Herman. No one for Brazil boxing out. And the Dominican takes advantage. Herman drive and kick. And the ball went out off of Ulloa. So we're going to Brazil. Early numbers, Brazil with 7 turnovers. Dominican Republic with 5. Even in rebounds at 9-9. Both teams shooting 1 of 5 from behind the arc. Another whistle, and it seems we have another Dominican Republic foul. Four-point lead for the DR. Fans, remember to like and share this live stream if you're enjoying what you're watching. Make sure to follow us on social media, the next generation of FIBA. You can follow along at NextGenHoops. Use the hashtag you see on the baseline, hashtag FIBA U16. America's 4th team foul for the Dominican Republic means free throws for Kem. Converting the first, Nolan Kem. A tenacious player on both ends. Someone who started yesterday with the 15 points. Out of ASD, Stella Azura Brindisi. 15-year-old. He's going to turn 16 at the end of the month. Brazil within 3, now going with full court pressure, but broken with ease by the Dominican Republic. Here's Castro to Ian Rodriguez, who just checked into the game. Cross-court lob to the point guard, Herman in the corner. Thought about the 3, decides against it, and pulls it out with 10 to shoot. Working on Fernandez. Herman, the step back. Passes into the corner. Now to Rodriguez with 3. Rodriguez makes his move, and he's stuffed going up. Stuffed by De Freitas, and it's Brazil ball. Kem across the midcourt stripe. Kem the drive. Kem to the hoop. He misses short. Rebound Herman for the DR. Herman pushing the tempo. Herman step through and a lob outside to Rodriguez. He gives it outside right. This is Fernandez with that left hand. Oh, he picked up his dribble. Looking for somewhere to go. Very close to a steal. Instead, 6 on the shot clock for the Dominican in the backcourt. Herman checks out for a moment. And first action of the game for Joscarlin Sambo. Joscarlin Sambo checking in and a timeout here for the Dominican Republic. 30.3 seconds left. First quarter. It's the DR by 3. Back at it from Merida, Mexico, in the northwest corner of the Yucatan Peninsula. We have 30 ticks left in the first quarter. Dominican Republic up by 3. Sam Brief with you. 6 on the shot clock for the Dominican, wearing the blues after losing yesterday to Canada. Looking to get one in the win column here on the second day of Group B action. It's Manuel Castro getting ready for the throw-in. And he gets it in clean to Rodriguez with 5. He loses it. A steal for Isaiah Santos. That's the youngest player on the floor. Number 4 in yellow. Just a 14-year-old for Brazil who had 7 yesterday. And here a foul against the Dominican. Brazil in the bonus, so free throws are coming. This was a big story yesterday, the free throws in Group B. Canada shot 8 of 18. The Dominican, 9 of 16. Uruguay, 11 of 24. And Brazil, 15 of 31. So the only team that shot better than 50% was the DR. And barely better. And on the note of rough free throw shooting, a miss for Nolan Kem. Brazil right now shooting 5 for 9 from the stripe. Dominicans 0 for 2. Make it 6 for 10 on Kem's make. 17-15 now. Shot clock can turn off for the DR. And here they come. Payams double teamed in the corner. Gets out of it with a pass to Sambo, who just checked in. Back to Payams. Double teamed again. And around the perimeter they go. Ian Rodriguez with 3. Gives it over to the left wing, and a shot no good for Gregory Reyes. And that'll send us to the first quarter break. It's the Dominican 17, Brazil 15. This is the FIBA Under-16 Americas Championship, live from Mexico.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Dominican Republic with a 19-15 lead after that bucket from the left corner. And a 3 ball, no good from the top of the key. Offensive board for Kem, no whistle. And Nolan Kem with a putback. Makes it 19-17. Kem leading the way for Brazil. He's got 6 points on 2 of 5 from the floor. Good to have all of you with us for the FIBA Under-16 Americas Championship. Group B action here. Day 2 It's Brazil and the Dominican Republic. And a turnover and a whistle. It's a Brazil foul. It was Carlin Sambo drawing the contact. Last timeout at the FIBA U16 Americas. Mexico in 2021, the Dominican Republic took down Brazil 74-66 in the quarterfinals in 2021. That lifted the Dominican into the Basketball World Cup and eliminated Brazil, who finished 5th. So Brazil out for revenge, and that 3-ball, an air ball. Kem saves it, gets it under the basket, and one for Matthias Vasquez. Now that is how it's done. An ugly 3-point miss. Kem saves it, gets it to his big man, and fights through the contact to swirl it in. And if he can convert here at the free throw line, he will give Brazil a lead. Brazil had an early deficit with a slew of turnovers, but now they're on top thanks to Matthias Vasquez, who has 5 points, a perfect 4 of 4 from the charity stripe, and looking to respond. No dice for Robinson Polanco, who went up and under and came up short. Kem, with a 1-point lead, has it top of the key. He's a physical presence. We've seen both Uruguay and the Dominican Republic struggling to contain him. Another Brazil 3-point miss. They're shooting just 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. The only make was Patrick Perna a couple minutes into the game. A messy turnover. Robinson Polanco got tied up with Kem, and again there you see the phenomenal defense by Nolan Kem. This is a spectacular player. 5 in yellow for Brazil. 17 points, 6 boards, and 3 assists yesterday. Kem continuing to impress both offensively and defensively. And here come the Brazilians now. Vasquez has it, right wing. Top of the key, that's Kem. Nice quick trigger pass to De Freitas. Vasquez, a 3-ball. Off the glass and out. Kem chased down the board. His second offensive rebound. Now he lost it. Now a whistle. And a little too handsy are the Dominican players. It's going to be the first team foul of the second quarter. 4 sends you to the bonus. So just a fresh 14 on the shot clock for Brazil, and it's Kem resetting top of the circle. Around to De Oliveira. Kem, top of the key with 8. Gives it to Vasquez. To De Oliveira at that far block. Shot's no good. It was an air ball. Scoop board for Perna, and he ran out of time. He says he wanted a goaltend. It was a shot clock violation. Perna never got the shot off. And it's Dominican Republic ball. Brazil scored 6 of the last 8 points, starting this second quarter very well, and there's a scoop steal for De Oliveira. Just high flying, snagged it. And De Oliveira stepped through layups in and out, and the rebound to Germán and the Dominican Republic. Germán across the timeline, defended by Kem. Germán at 5'10", Kem at 6'2", and he gets it to Reyes. Back to Germán in the corner with Kem on him. Paper tight, 6 to shoot. This is Castro. Castro makes his move with the left hand. He's fouled. And the first Brazilian foul of the second quarter is against Lucas De Oliveira. He checks out. Fans, remember, you can follow the latest news and developments with all things FIBA Americas at FIBA.basketball/Americas. That's FIBA.basketball/Americas. Free throws coming for Castro. Manuel Castro, 16-year-old forward, misses the first. Castro yesterday, 3 points and 5 rebounds. He's a nice change of pace player for the Dominican Republic. More of a slasher And he ties it up. First free throw success of the day for the Dominican Republic. And 1 of 4 now. Miss for Santos from downtown, but another Brazilian offensive board. Second effort, they've been so strong on the boards. Herman tips it, Brazil ball still. Brazil is +5 in offensive rebounds. +5 overall rebounding. Yesterday we saw them dominate the boards. 51 rebounds in a nearly 30-point demolition of Uruguay. This is Perdonar to the hoop, misses the layup a little strong. Out of bounds off a blue shirt, and it'll stay here under the basket. This is our second day of Group B action. The Dominican losing yesterday to Canada, and Brazil squashing Uruguay. Brazil just ran out of time, so shot clock violation is their 9th turnover. And it's Dominican Republic basketball with 6:22 left in the second quarter. We also had Group A action at night yesterday. The U.S. dominating 96-61 over Puerto Rico. Argentina just barely edging Mexico with a minute left. Three-pointer from Martin Torani got it done. The late lead, and the Argentinian squad held on for the win. Eliel Ulloa counted in a foul. The step back, he stuck it through contact, and now a chance to convert a three-point play. Dominican Republic with its first lead since early in the first quarter. And Ulloa converts. 7-0 run for the Dominican Republic. And Eliel Ulloa, 4 points. Kem lost it in the backcourt. Prized by Herman, gets it to Fernandez in the corner, who's been quiet. Pedro Fernandez with 17 yesterday, but we haven't seen him score yet today. As Santos goes to the can and converts. The 14-year-old Isaiah Santos, babyface and all, and Brazil's within a point. Now for the Dominican response, top of the key, Ulloa, who just hit. To the point guard, Herman. Top of the key with 10, Herman gets a screen. Big man switches onto him, gives to Ulloa. Pick and roll action. Got his own board, and we're going Brazil's way. We've seen the Dominican Republic attempt that pick and roll a few times. Not too much success. We've seen them score much more in transition and just the one-on-one ISO play. Speaking of ISO, Nolan Kem jump shot is smooth as silk. Kem has 10. Brazil's up 1. Ulloa, top of the circle, palms the ball, dishes to Herman at the left wing. On a wraparound, gets it to Castro, the speedy slash player. Just a 15-year-old with 4 to shoot. Castro with a smooth arching pass, but it's intercepted, tipped away by Vasquez. Here comes Brazil in transition. 2, hand slam for Santos. Brazil up 3. That's not a 14-year-old dunk. Actually, yes it is. Brazil has owned the last 3 minutes. Herman, a 3 that's blocked by De Freitas. Santos scooped it up. And now De Freitas takes a hard fall on a foul by Castro. Easy foul call there. And Brazil's going to keep it. Brazil always growing as a basketball country. So much NBA talent we've seen infused over the years, from Leandro Barbosa to Anderson Varejão. Guys like Fab Melo. It seems we're going to have a review here, possibly to see if it's a flagrant foul call. So during the official review, we will step aside. It's 26-23. Brazil over the Dominican Republic here in Yucatan. And a replay review. Hey, back at it from Yucatan, Mexico. Sam Brief with you for Day 2 Group B action of the FIBA U16 Americas Championship. And an early lead for Brazil over the Dominican Republic. Pretty even scoring distribution. Brazil's got 8 from Nolan Kem, 5 from Patrick Perna, 5 for Matthias Vasquez, and 4 by the 14-year-old Isaiah Santos. Meanwhile, for the Dominican Republic, Manuel Castro leads them with 7. Jorge Germán, 5 points, 5 boards. And also 4 from Richard Fernandez. After the replay review, just a personal foul against Castro, which means free throw here for Matthias Vasquez. Now Brazil and every team in this tournament has struggled from the free throw line, but not Vasquez. 3 for 3 today. And Matthias misses for the first time. I think I jinxed him. 4:24 left. Brazil's up 3. Looking to finish in the top 4, the crucial top 4 of the Under-16 Americas for the first time ever. Right now, best finish is 5th, which leaves you on the outside looking in to qualify for one of the America spots at the Under-17 World Cup. High flying steal for Santos, but he couldn't save it. And it'll go to the DR anyway. But Coach Bruno Porto's got to love that effort. Santos flying in like a vulture. Just couldn't keep it in his talons. Dominican ball, down 4. Brazil has put a lot of on-ball pressure on some of these defensive possessions. And they're a miss for Garcia. We're seeing Brazil start to wreak havoc defensively. Fernandez was able to get the board. And we have a whistle. Off the ball foul. Goes against. Patrick Perna maybe saying it should be against the Dominicans. The two officials discuss. And what's the call, gentlemen? I see some clapping for Brazil, so seems a Dominican Republic foul as Germán gets rid of the ball to the official. And now Dominican Republic head coach Jonathan Sarnelli Matos getting in the ear of the official. That's a coach who looks like he disagrees. And now we get some clarification at the table. Indeed. So it'll be Dominican ball. Dominican ball, just no shooting foul. No shooting foul. So that was the cause of angst. DR ball, down 4. The big man, Ulloa, is double-teamed, and he drew a foul. The second team foul of the first half for Brazil. Ulloa drawing it. I like the play of Eliel Ulloa. 3 points, 2 boards, both of them offensive. But the Dominican Republic is -6 on the glass right now. And another bump foul. That's 2 Brazilian fouls in not even 2 seconds. Nolan Kem with his first. Good look there at Jorge Germán. A lot of the offense has run and will continue to run through him. As the point guard catches the ball in the backcourt with the big man Vasquez on him. This will be an interesting battle. 8 to shoot. Germán makes his move. Germán on Vasquez. Kicks into the corner. 3 ball. In and out for Payam's. Offensive board. Castro. Back up no. And it's out off of Fernandez. So Brazil ball. 3:33 left in the second. Subs coming for both sides. Fernandez checking out, and Rodriguez checking in for the Dominican. That's Ian Rodriguez, number 34 in the blue. He is a 6'5", 15-year-old, third tallest player in the Dominican lineup tonight, alongside Gregory Reyes at 6'6", and Eliel Ulloa, Lucas Murillo, both at 6'7". Second opportunity for Santos, drew a foul. So Isaiah Santos is headed to that free throw line. Santos 7 points and 4 rebounds yesterday. And this afternoon he's got 4 points in 4 minutes. We've told you Santos is the youngest player on the court. 14 years old. Going to school in the United States at Seven Lakes High School in Fort Bend County, Texas. Makes the free throw. And it's a 5-point Brazil lead. Santos born in November of 2008. Here he is starring for Brazil, converting both free throws. And Brazil is shooting 10 of 15 from the free throw line. Much better than yesterday. And they've forced a Dominican timeout. 6-point Brazilian lead with just over 3 to go in the half. Well, it's a 9-0 run for Brazil, keyed in large part by the youngest player in the tournament. Number 4, Isaiah Santos, is just 14 years old, and we have seen him star. 6 points, 1 board, 1 steal, and a perfect 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. He's doing the things well that you don't often see young players do well. And Isaiah Santos, the star right now of a 9-0 run. That's put Brazil up 6, and now we strap in for the final stretch of the first half and see what the Dominican response might look like. Castro's got it outside left off to Herman, top of the key. Herman with 12, working on Santos. Back to Herman. He's open at the right wing for 3, and he misses it. Little strong, rebound tips, right back to him. Here's Fernandez. No good on the 3. A third opportunity, though, and when you get 3 opportunities, it's just too easy. Lucas Murillo ends the 9-0 run with a bucket, and here's Pedro Fernandez. No response, missing the layup. And it'll go to the Dominican Republic, out of bounds off a Brazilian shoe. 3 opportunities are never going to bode well for the team yielding them. We just saw the Dominican Republic get back-to-back offensive boards, and finally, Lucas Murillo making Brazil pay. So the Dominican back with it. They can get to within a possession as Herman gives to Fernandez. 3 ball is good. With the 6'5" defender in his face, Richard Fernandez forces a timeout for Brazil. The Dominican Republic now within 1 as Group B action rolls along at the FIBA Under-16 Americas. And we're back with the final 2:20 of the second quarter. It's Group B, Day 2 action between Brazil and the Dominican Republic. Brazil on offense now in those yellow tops, and Fernandez dishes it off the hand of De Freitas out of bounds with Brazil's 11th turnover of the half. They are -1 in the turnover department, pretty even so far. Dominican Republic with 6 steals so far, but all of those were in the first quarter. Brazil has dominated most of this second quarter, but a recent Dominican run has them on the verge of taking a lead, and not on this possession as Castro just came up empty. Here's transition moves for Brazil, and it's De Freitas with a bucket. His second of the day, 4 points for Fabricio De Freitas. 31-28. Brazil on top, and a short jumper in and out for Murillo. Rebound to Fernandez, and then he lost it. Murillo with the steal to Castro, and he cashes in a left-handed layup. 1 point Brazilian lead. These final 80 seconds or so will be really important. Get the vibes right heading into the halftime locker room. And a miss there on a point-blank jumper for Vasquez. Tie-up means a jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointing Brazil's way. So Brazil basketball, 13 on the clock. Subs for both sides. Raymond Garcia just checked in. There's a good look at the Brazil head coach, Bruno Porto. Outside left, Bedini. Around the perimeter to Perna. Now Bedini thinking about a three. Knifes inside. Kick. Outside left. 3 balls good for Fernandez. He hit 4 of them yesterday. That's his first bucket of this afternoon. Pedro Fernandez. 4-point Brazilian lead. 50 seconds left. Second quarter. Kerman top of the circle. Makes a move with a little teardrop floater missing. Rebound Fernandez, but he's whistled for a push-off. Fernandez frustrated with the foul call. He just hit a 3. Good defense, he's thinking. Gets the board, he's thinking. And then the officials whistle. Another look here. Yeah, there's the push. Ulloa drawing the foul. So Eliel Ulloa at the line makes the first. His second free throw of the day, and it's a 3-point game. As a team, the DR 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. And make it 3 of 7 as he misses the second. 40 seconds left until halftime. Brazil with a 3-point lead, looking to make it a perfect 2 for 2 on the first couple days of the Under-16 Americas. Stepped out of bounds. Perna stepped out, so another turnover for Brazil. That's their 12th. Perna has committed 2. Fernandez 3. 5-second differential between shot and game clock. Brazil nursing a 3-point lead. Can the Dominican tie it up or even get within 1 here before heading off to halftime? Castro on the drive. Rejected! De Freitas on the poster. In transition, Brazil with another bucket. Fernandez converts. 5-point lead. Castro back the other way with a teardrop to make the lead 3. 2, 1 second, and a full court heave just misses for Bedini to send us into halftime. This, folks, is a good one. 36-33 Brazil. A super mighty fine back and forth first half. Gives us Brazil 36 and the Dominican Republic 33. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with second half action from Yucatan. This is the FIBA Under-16 Americas.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation? Representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands. It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
6, and Nolan Kem with 8 to give Brazil this 3-point lead at halftime. Now off to the second half. If Brazil wins, they'll be a perfect 2-0 in Group B action, and the Dominican, after a loss yesterday to Canada, just looking to get back to 1-1. Murillo on the spin. 8-foot jumper misses. The rebound cleared by Kem for Brazil. Up ahead to Oliveira. Precision in transition, but it goes through Perna's hands. And Dominican ball. Yesterday, Brazil a 28-point win against Uruguay. And the Dominican fell to Canada. So you have one team fighting for a clean 1-1 record and one team looking for perfect 2-0 through the first couple days. Fans looking for Uruguay and Canada, you'll get that at 3 o'clock local time. 3 o'clock local time, Uruguay against Canada. Here's Perna in transition. Can't make it. There was a body bump. And the first team foul on the Dominican. Here in the third quarter, it'll send Patrick Perna to the charity stripe, where he has yet to shoot today. 5 points on 2 of 8 from the floor. Another look at the body blow. 2 Dominican defenders tumbling to the ground like dominoes as Perna makes the first. Brazil shooting much better from the free throw line. I don't know what they did in the last 24 hours, but 12 of 17 today after 15 for 31. Ouch, yesterday. And Perna goes 2 for 2. So Brazil with a lead of 4 points. Herman into that high post. This is Ulloa. Ulloa with the hook shot, bouncing in. Eliel Ulloa, the 6'7", 15-year-old, brings him within 2 with that nice high-arcing shot. And he's got 6. Herman with a pickpocket of Kem. Jorge Herman takes a tumble. Now he gets rid of the ball. Castro keeps it alive for the DR. He kicks outside, and a long 2 misses from Murillo. The rebound to Kem. Now numbers for Brazil. Perna, coast to coast. And the Brazilians are at the 40-point mark, taking advantage of a Dominican tumble. It was Kem to Perna, and there you see Perna for the second consecutive day, one of the top scorers, as he's got 9, and Ulloa brings the Dominican within 3. Eliel Ulloa, the big body up front, he's essential for the Dominican if they'll salvage a win today. Brazil has been way more physical up front. Guys like Vasquez and De Freitas, but mistakes like that will be costly. Turnover. Brazil with 16 turnovers. Dominican Republic with 10 so far. Ulloa, clean look in the low post. Count it with the foul. That's Eliel Ulloa, a key in this Dominican attack. Got the fake. That was De Freitas he fooled. And then kisses it off the glass. So Eliel Ulloa out of the stripe. 8 points today. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And we're tied at 40. Kem brings it up for Brazil. Dominican Republic has numbers. Kem knifes through and misses, but a late foul call will send Nolan to the free throw line. The second Dominican Republic foul of the half goes against Ulloa. Was this a bailout call? You be the judge. So Kem to the charity stripe, where he's shooting 3 of 5 now as he makes that his 9th point. Brazil with no one in double figures yet. Perna's got 9. And now Kem's got 9. Nolan, 6'2", age 15, misses the second. Rebound to the Dominican Republic. And Jorge Herman, the 5'10" point guard, just a 15-year-old, playing iso ball right now against Kem. And a pass nearly intercepted by Perna, but Fernandez fights for it back. Now Dominican numbers. Ahead to Ulloa. Good off the glass. And for the first time since mid-second quarter, It's a DR lead, 42-41. And Kem responds with a clean 15-footer. Brazil's back in front. Herman with a handoff to Murillo. Under 7 to go, third quarter. And Murillo with a teardrop. Bounce, and rolls out. Rebound to Freitas for Brazil. 1 point lead in the ball for Kem, who storms ahead. Kem with the left hand misses. Rebound scoop by Perna. Goes back up, and he's fouled by Murillo. An easy foul call will send Perna to the free throw line. What a start to this second half. And that foul call easy. Saw Richard Fernandez swipe his wrist. And now Sambo checks in. And so does Vasquez for Brazil. Patrick Perna at the free throw line. And no good on the first. Fans, make sure you follow along online on social media at NextGenHoops. And use the hashtag FIBA U16 Americas. Conveniently on your screen right there. FIBA U16 Americas. 1 for 2 at the line, and Brazil's up 2. Perna in double figures with 10. Kem leading the way with 11. Approaching 6 to go, third quarter. It's been high octane here in Yucatan. Ulloa misses. He was hacked. And Eliel to the line. It's our first of 4 games today. 4 o'clock start time for Canada and Uruguay. And then for the nightcap, it's USA, Argentina. Both winners yesterday. Followed by Puerto Rico and Mexico. Those at 5:30 local time and 8 local time, respectively. Ulloa's first free throw cashes in. Yesterday, we saw the U.S. just squash Puerto Rico 96-61, a 35-point demolition, and a lot closer for the Argentina-Mexico battle. 61-59 Argentina on a Martin Torriani 3 with 1:06 left, giving Argentina a win on day 1. Here we're all tied at 44, and Kem flushes it home with both hands. 13 points for Nolan Kem, and Brazil back up a pair. This has been arguably the most competitive back-and-forth game of the tournament so far. Brazil against the Dominican Republic. Bounce pass outside for Fernandez. He slashes in. No travel call. Good on a teardrop. Some of the Brazilian players wanted it. They don't get it. And we're knotted at 46. This is Kem straight away. He lost it. Steal for the DR again. They're in double figures in steals. Murillo step through, and he rolls it in. Lucas Murillo, a little quieter today, but a point there to bring him to 8, and 2-point Dominican lead. Patrick Perna on the drive with the left hand. Perna bounces off the glass. Good for 2. He's got 12. And again, we are tied. Brazil was up 3 at halftime. And a 3-ball for Sambo misses. Neither team can buy a tray. Dominican Republic is 2 of 11 from downtown. Brazil is 2 of 13. Perna down low, muscles it in and gets fouled by Murillo. So Perna to the charity stripe, Murillo committing the foul. It's Murillo's 3rd. And the Dominican starting to get a little foul trouble. Murillo's got 3. Sambo's got 3. Castro and Fernandez each with 2 fouls. On the Brazil side, only one player, Fabricio de Freitas, has more than 1 foul. And de Freitas has 3. Perna cashing in the first free throw. Brazil back up a point. Patrick Perna leading all scorers. 13 points. And make it 14. Brazil 17 of 24 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, the Dominican Republic has only attempted 10 and made 6. So that tells a lot of the story of this game. Brazil is +6 in made free throws and +2 on the scoreboard, approaching 4 to go in the third. 5 to shoot for Fernandez. With a little shimmy, Fernandez gets fouled. Lunging the ball up, he'll go to the line. Push foul goes against Brazil's Mateus Monteiro. And you see Patrick Perna saying, that's what he did. Wasn't a foul, he drew the contact. Fernandez's free throw's good. He has 12 points. 5 of 8 from the floor, now 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. He converts both of them, and the Dominican Republic is within 1. Or excuse me, the score's tied up. 50-50. What a game we've had so far. Round 1 action. We're still in the group stage. This is Group B, Day 2, and Perna misses a 3. Brazil just 2 of 14 from beyond the arc. Kem resets with 10 on the clock at the right wing. Kem cross-court pass Perna. He drives this time. A little nubber shot misses, and the rebound hauled in for the DR. 3:30 to go, third quarter. Still tied at 50. Sambo to Fernandez. This is Castro back to Sambo, left wing. 10 to shoot in the corner to the shifty Fernandez. Sambo, 1-on-2. He finds Torres, who just checked in. Under the basket to Ulloa. A miss, put back, and he got fouled on the putback. It's a Vasquez foul. The second foul on Vasquez. And it sends Ulloa to the free throw line. Remember that free throw disparity. Brazil has made more free throws, 16 of them, than the Dominican has attempted, 12. And with 3:13 left in the third, Eliel Ulloa to the line with a made shot to put the Dominican up 51-50. Eliel Ulloa leading the Dominican Republic with 14 points. 7 of 8 from the line, and make it 8 of 9 with a clean swish. So if the Dominican Republic wins this game, they can thank their big man, Eliel Ulloa. And a steal for Castro. Here comes the DR. Castro a spin. Castro the shot. Oh, and he's plastered. Rejection by Vasquez, and it's Brazil ball. How can Kem respond under 3 third quarter? Off to Monteiro. Back to Kem under the basket. Now he finds Monteiro. Left wing 3 ball. Misses a little strong. And a long rebound chased down by Sambo. Coast to coast. Sambo goes up and misses. Rebound to Castro. Fight for the ball. And it's Brazil basketball. Unable to convert in transition is the DR. Brazil takes advantage with 2:34 left. They've got it. And to sub here, some fresh legs with the 14-year-old Santos, giving a much-needed rest to Nolan Kem, who today has played 21 minutes, scored 13, grabbed 6 boards, and dished 2 assists. This is Vasquez, outside right. He finds Fernandez. Fernandez with a step-back floater, no good. Rebound hauled in by Fernandez. Approaching the 2-minute mark, Richard Fernandez weaving through the defense. And he loses it. He was sort of flailing there. And here comes Fernandez. Rolls out. Santos the board. Back up, no. And now the DR gets it with Castro drawing a foul by Santos. So first the Fernandez bucket didn't go. Then no dice for Santos. And then a foul. (18-14), the Dominican Republic has outscored Brazil in the third quarter. And now the 16-year-old guard, Manuel Castro, at the line, makes the first free throw. Castro today with 10 points. 4 rebounds and 3 steals. Second one's up and in. Four-point lead for the Dominican Republic, under 2 to go, third quarter. And here comes the Brazilian attack. This is Santos, outside left. Working on his defender, that's Torres. Back to Santos. A 3-ball goes in and out. And the rebound off of a blue shirt. So we'll stay here with Brazil. Down 4 and 14 on the clock. A few whistles and subs. Ian Rodriguez checks in for Richard Fernandez. There's a good look at Santos. Just missed the 3, and Brazil only with 2 3-point makes in 16 attempts. This is Fernandez in the corner. He was hot yesterday. On the other corner, no 3-ball for Bedini. Rebound Fernandez. Just 4 on the clock. It didn't reset. Top of the key, Montero. A 3-ball. Too strong. Rebound to the DR and Ulloa. Ulloa's got 5 boards and 15 points to lead all scorers. The DR in control, approaching a minute left in the third, and a 4-point lead. Sambo at the left wing calls for a screen. 4 to shoot. Sambo makes his move. Lost it momentarily to Ulloa, and he misses short on a 10-footer from the baseline. Brazil ball, this is Fernandez. Dishes off to the right to Montero. Top of the key. 3-ball. No good for Vasquez. Rebound cleared by Santos, though, and a second chance. Montero with 7. Bounce to Santos. 3 again. Again strong, but there's the putback for Fernandez. And Pedro's got 6. Brazil within 4. Within 2, actually. 54-52. 9-second differential between shot and game clock. This is Castro. A 3-ball. He cashes it in. Manuel Castro. A 3-ball to make it 57-52. And Castro has 14. 8 seconds left in the third. And the ball tips out of bounds. Brazil with it. There should be about 5 seconds on that clock. Looks like it froze. Might have some technical malfunction here. But just by the way they're reacting on court, doesn't seem it's affecting the actual clock system in Yucatan, just on the score bug. So 57-52 the score. 4.2, there we go, it updates. And a timeout on the floor. Fans, remember to follow us on social media at NextGenHoops and use the hashtag on your screen. Hashtag FIBA U16 Americas. And make sure to follow the latest news and developments. FIBA.basketball/Americas. That's FIBA.basketball/Americas. We'll step aside here for a replay review with the Dominican up 5. Back here in Yucatan after a replay review by the officials. Dominican up 57-52. 4.2 seconds left in the third quarter. Sam Brief, happy to be with you for day 2 action. This is Group B, the FIBA U16 Americas Championship. And Pedro Bedini getting set to inbound for Brazil with no shot clock. And a 4-point deficit here in the third quarter. Bedini gets it, finds his point guard Montero. With 2 to shoot, Montero triggers for 3, and he cashes it in! At the buzzer, Mateus Montero brings Brazil within a point. It's been electric here in Yucatan. Let's go on to the fourth quarter for a frantic finish at the FIBA U16 Championship.
Will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
And we're back for the home stretch, quarter 4 between Brazil and the Dominican Republic. Sam Brief with you on the call here for FIBA in the U16 Americas Championship, and the Dominican Republic is up a point. They outscored Brazil 23-19 in a back-and-forth third quarter. We are razor thin coming to the home stretch. 8 on the shot clock for Perna. In the corner, lob top of the key for Montero, who just hit a 3 at the third quarter buzzer. Here's a 3 for Fernandez, missing short. Rebound to the DR. Brazil shooting just 3 of 22 from behind the arc. Dominican not too much better at 2 for 11. And here's Sambo with the teardrop, missing. Rebound tips to Brazil, and Bedini has it. Up ahead to Fernandez. Fernandez up and under, no good on the layup. Rebound cleared by Wenson Torres. We haven't seen much today or yesterday. Just 6 minutes yesterday and a little over 12 today. 20-foot jump shot. Misses for Sambo, and a long rebound for Brazil, and De Freitas grabbed it. 1-point deficit. Brazil with the ball. After winning yesterday, looking for a 2-0 start. And a miss there for Montero. Offensive board and a putback for Fernandez. And Brazil has the lead in the fourth. Yesterday, a 28-point demolition of Uruguay. And a win today would make it 2-0 in the group stage. The Dominican fell by 6 to Canada, looking to make it 1-1. And a 3-point miss for Fernandez. Brazil ball. These two teams met a couple years ago at the Under-16 Americas as Perna misses. And the DR took down Brazil 74-66. Ended up finishing third and advancing to the Basketball World Cup. Brazil finished 5th. They have yet to make the Basketball World Cup at the under-16 level. Travel call on Fernandez gives it to Brazil. Let's watch this again. He got the screen, picks up the dribble there, and then a jump step. Easy call for the official. Mateus Montero tying the shoe. Ooh, nice shoes. I like the yellow swoosh, the orange tongue. Sleek gray Nikes for Mateus Montero. The 16-year-old 5'9" point guard who's the shortest player on the court. All of us short guys can identify with Mateus. And here we go, Brazil on the attack, up 1. Left-handed hook shot, no for Bedini. And it's DR basketball. Torres, top of the arc. Now to Herman. 12 to shoot, Herman on Fernandez. Herman the 3, in and out. Rebound bounces, and to Montero. Now in transition, all by himself, a Perna slam. Makes it a 3-point Brazil lead. Coming out of the gate in the fourth quarter, all Brazil. A 4-0 run has them up 3 as we come to a timeout in Yucatan. Back at it from Yucatan for day 2 action here in Group B. Brazil coming out of the fourth quarter gate on a 4-0 run to take this lead. It's Dominican ball now, and the blue working from left to right. Let's see what the response looks like for a team looking for its first win at the 2023 tournament. Up and under layup, no. Rejected was Herman. And it's Brazil ball up 3. Perna on the drive with that left hand, can't get it off the glass. Offensive board de Freitas. His shot no good. Third time no. Fourth time no. And it's Dominican ball. A few tip-back opportunities for Brazil. Oh, and if they lose this one, that's going to be a possession to circle. 4 opportunities for the Brazilians. Here's Castro on the drive. He's rejected by de Freitas. Back-to-back blocks for the big man de Freitas. And that's out of bounds off Dominican body. So it's Brazil ball with a 3-point lead and 6:23 to go. Sam Brief with you here for FIBA. And fans, remember to like and share this stream. And use the hashtag FIBA U16 Americas. Also make sure to follow us at NextGenHoops. Great to have you. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday afternoon. This has been arguably the most entertaining back-and-forth game of the tournament. Brazil against the Dominican Republic. 6:20 left, fourth quarter, and a lead for Brazil. Clean break of that full-court press. Here's de Freitas. Under the basket, two-hand shot, no. And a rebound cleared for Herman. Frustration foul then by Montero, who's saying to his guys, hey, let's settle down a little bit. Dominican head coach Jonathan Sarnelli Matos, a little frustrated as his team is on a 4-minute scoring drought. It's been a poor shooting day for both sides. Brazil at 30%, Dominican at 33%. But two wrongs make a right, I guess, and that both teams have been really strong defensively. Dominican Republic with 10 steals, Brazil dominating the glass with 53 rebounds as Murillo misses a layup, rebound Fernandez, make it 52, and a foul on Germán. 10 in blue whistled for the foul. Clock stopping under 6. It's Brazil ball now. This is their phenomenal guard, Pedro Bedini. 15-year-old at 5'10". Loose ball foul, seemingly against the Dominican again. The DR approaching bonus territory. Or rather, giving bonus territory to Brazil with the third team foul of the half. So 15 on the shot clock and the inbound for Fernandez. A beautiful cut and the finish for Bedini. Bedini with 4 and Brazil with a 5-point lead. Beautiful pressure by Mateus Montero, who hit a 3 at the third quarter buzzer, and now he's showing off defensively. The Dominican Republic is on a scoring drought right now. They haven't scored yet in the fourth quarter. Who do you turn to? Is it Germán? Germán has it now with the left wing. Drive and kick and more stellar defense. This time Perna getting a paw on the ball. Brazil has really ratcheted up the defense, and the DR seemingly with no response right now. Fernandez with the sideline inbound. Bounces it in, and another hand on the ball. This time Fernandez gets it out. The last Dominican bucket was in the waning minutes of the third quarter. They led it 56-55 at the end of 3. Brazil is on a 9-0 run. This is Murillo. Up and under, no. Rebound cleared by Fernandez. Brazil now with numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Perna for 3. Yes, sir! Patrick Perna from downtown. It's a 12-0 run for Brazil. Timeout DR. The Brazilians closing strong. 5 to go in Yucatan. Back live here in Yucatan, Brazil is starting to smell something special. They were down 56-52 in the waning moments of the third quarter, but a Mateus Montero 3 at the buzzer and then a run to start this fourth quarter. And all in all, it's a 12-0 run for Brazil. The Dominican Republic has yet to score in the fourth quarter. Half-court trap is beautiful. And Polanco got rid of it, but out of bounds and a turnover. Brazil ball. Brazil starting to wreak havoc on the Dominican Republic, which just committed its 14th turnover. Still no points through the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, and a frustration foul whistled on Robinson Polanco. That's the third team foul of the fourth quarter, so one more foul will put Brazil in the bonus and mean free throws for the rest of the way. They've outscored the DR 9-0 here in the fourth quarter. Outside right, it's Montero with it, with the bounce to Perna. 8 to shoot, Perna lost it. A steal for Castro, and De Freitas swipes it right back. 2-on-1, 3-ball no good, and a rebound for Perna. Brazil a second chance, but there goes Murillo swiping it away. Dominican ball in transition. Fernandez bounces outside to Polanco. Polanco with shimmy. Polanco the move, lobs outside to Fernandez. He'll drive now. Left-handed layup, no. Perna rebounds, and still a drought for the Dominican Republic. These guys cannot buy a bucket right now. Maybe now. Fernandez steals. He's one-on-one. And he is rejected. No buckets for anyone. Bedini on the block. Here's Perna. Scoop layup, no. He was fouled. And Perna's going to head to the line. Patrick with 19 points, a game high. Also 1 steal, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been phenomenal. And this story of the game now is the Dominican Republic scoring drought. We have not seen the Dominican Republic score since the 21-second mark of the third quarter. A Manny Castro short jumper. So over 6 minutes without a shot as Perna makes it 20. He's got 20 points, shooting 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And Brazil as a squad is 71% from the charity stripe. Perna the spin and the shot. How about a 10-point lead for Brazil? Remember, Brazil was down 56-52. Now a 14-0 run. And if you're the Dominican Republic, where do you go? You have 13 points today for Castro and Fernandez. 15 out of Ulloa. It was the big body down low, Eliel Ulloa, who dominated the first half. He's on the floor without the ball right now as Perna comes up with another steal. Fernandez tries to knife it right back, and instead the ball just tumbles out off of him. Eliel Ulloa leading the way with 15 points and 5 boards for the Dominican. But he and everyone else has been stymied in the fourth quarter. Perna outside right with a handoff for Bedini. Bedini with the back to his defender and a steal for the DR. All by himself, here's Herman. And now a bucket finally. So it ends a drought of 7 minutes. And it ends a 14-0 Brazil run. With just over 3 to go, the Dominican Republic is within 8. Fernandez rushes to the hoop, misses a layup. You don't want to rush now. Now with Brazil, time is to your advantage. Kick out. Fernandez a 3, no good off the glass. Rebound tips to Montero, and a foul on the Dominicans' Fernandez. DR wanted to travel, they don't get it. I believe we have free throws coming for Brazil. If you're just tuning in, it was 56-55 DR after 3 quarters. But Brazil dominating. 11-3 here in the fourth, including a 14-0 run dating back to a minute to go in the third. And now their 15-year-old point guard, Pedro Bedini's at the line. Smooth on the first free throw to put him up 9. Bedini now with 3 points. Brazil shooting at 18 of 25 from the charity stripe. Much better than yesterday when they were below 50%. Bedini misses the second off the front end, and Ulloa snatches his 6th rebound. In the corner, little trap for Germán and a smooth pass out of it. With under 3 to go, a Brazil foul. Check that, an 8-second violation. 8-second violation. Dominican Republic didn't get it over. Their 18th turnover is costly with under 3 to go. It's Brazil basketball. See a lot of slump shoulders for the Dominican side. 2:45 left, looking to avoid an 0-2 hole in Group B action. Fernandez triggers and misses a 3. And Ulloa, grown man rebound, snaring it, his 7th. 2:30 to go, urgency setting in for the Dominican Republic. Layup miss for Germán, but he was fouled. And Yurgi Germán to the free throw line. Another look at that. The foul called on De Freitas. And Brazil has called a timeout. 2:20 left. 9-point lead for Brazil here at the Under-16 Americas. Back in Yucatan with 2:28 left in the fourth quarter. Sam Brief with you for FIBA with the Under-16 Americas Championship. Brazil has dominated this fourth quarter. Free throws here for the DR's Eorgi Germán. And Germán missing the first. Eorgi, after scoring 5 points, 9 rebounds yesterday. He's got 7 today with 9 boards and make it 8 as he makes the free throw. And the DR is within 8. 2:28 left, full court pressure, and Brazil breaks it with ease. This is Montero, off to Perna, and out at the top of the key, we are resetting the Brazilian offense, and a messy pass from Bedini, intended for Perna in the corner. Turnover for Brazil, gives it over to the Dominicans. Individually for Brazil, this game has been about Patrick Perna. 21 points. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He's been efficient there. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Richard Fernandez just checked into the game for the DR. And here's Murillo in the backcourt. Lucas was their leading scorer with 21 yesterday. Now he brings it up the court. Ulloa under the basket. He's their leading scorer tonight. And he makes a beautiful fadeaway. A clean swish to make it a 2-possession game. Under 2 to go. Eliel Ulloa with a pretty shot. He's got 17. And a steal for the DR. In the backcourt, Fernandez chases it down. Spots for 3. Yes, sir! Richard Fernandez has the DR within 3. Timeout Brazil at 1:44. It's an electric race to the finish. 67-64. This is the FIBA Under-16 Americas. Minute 50 to go. We got an amazing game here, folks. Good to have you with us. Sam Brief on the call for FIBA, the Under-16 Americas, Day 2 Group B action. And a Brazil team looking to start a perfect 2-0 here in group play action, while the Dominican Republic, after losing yesterday, is hoping to avoid an 0-2 hole. And a 3 just before that break by Richard Fernandez has brought him within 3. Responding to a 14-0 Brazil run, the Dominican has clawed back into this. And now Brazil playing for time. We will almost certainly see them bleed out every second of this shot clock as Kem gets it into De Freitas. Pass outside to Perna, who's got 21. Kem a 3. It's up and too strong. Rebound De Freitas. Back up, no. He got it back again and then drew the foul. So De Freitas draws a foul. He'll head to the free throw line, where Brazil has been really effective today at 19 for 27. Look at the effort for De Freitas. Coach Bruno Porto has got to be delighted at that. 16 rebounds for the 6'5 center, Fabricio De Freitas. The 16 boards, 8 offensive, 8 defensive. And now big free throws. First one's up and too strong. His first free throw attempt of the day, no good. Fabricio De Freitas with nearly as many offensive boards, 8, as the Dominican has as a team with 11. A big second free throw to make it 2 possessions. It's in and out, rebound, snared hard by Wenson Torres. The Dominican Republic can tie it. Murillo has it. Outside right, defended by Perna. One-on-one, Murillo drives up with the right hand, and he was fouled. So Lucas Murillo to the free throw line, where today he's 0 for 2. And big free throws coming here. The Dominican Republic has scratched and clawed back into this game. They didn't score in the fourth quarter until 7 minutes in. Took a smack to the face with a 14-0 Brazilian run. And they're right back in it, but big free throws here. First one's a clean swish. That's clutch. Lucas Murillo, just 15 years old, the 6'7" guard, has 10 points to bring his squad within a point. Got it to go. 2 big free throws for Murillo. It's a 1-point game with 64 seconds left. Now the race to the finish. Who does Brazil turn to for a big bucket? This is Pedro Fernandez outside left. Gives it top of the key to Montero. Montero leaning over that dribble. He has 10 to shoot, working on a pesky German. Montero splits the defense. Up with the right hand, and he misses. Rebound to the DR and Ulloa. They can take the lead. Here's a 3 from the corner. No good. Chase for the rebound. Murillo got it, and he drew a foul. He was hugged by Montero and Perna. The foul's on Montero. Clock stopping at 34 seconds. And another look here. Lucas Murillo fighting for the rebound and drawing the Brazilian contact. So DR ball with the sideline inbound on the near side. 67-66. Timeout, Brazil, let's step aside. 34.2 left. We'll be back for the home stretch. This is the FIBA Under-16 Americas. Back for the home stretch. They say basketball is a game of runs, but this one has been special. A 14-0 Brazil run put them up by 8, and it seemed like they could just kind of cruise to the finish, start 2-0 here in the group stage. But credit Richard Fernandez, Eorgi Herman, and this Dominican Republic squad with an 8-1 run to claw back in, and now they're within a point and the ball. 34 seconds left. Murillo's going to inbound on the near sideline. The Dominican Republic looking to avoid an 0-2 start as they aim to finish in the top 4 for the second consecutive time at the Under-16 Americas. Nearly lost it. Fernandez got it right back. Under the basket, it's Ulloa with 8. He's bodied and blocked by Kem. Kem's got it for Brazil. Ahead to Perna. In transition, he lost it. Out of bounds off a blue shirt, so it's Brazil ball with the clock stopping at 20. No foul call. Perna clearly wanted something, but it'll just be a Brazil baseline inbound. A few subs here. Brazil leading by 1. They went on that 14-0 run over the first 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. And now a Dominican Republic timeout. And fans, a moment to remind you where you can follow FIBA online at FIBA.basketball. That's FIBA.basketball for the latest FIBA news and developments. And if you're liking and sharing this stream, which we always encourage you to do, you can use the hashtag FIBA U16 Americas. We'll have an official review here, see who that ball was last out on. And a game reset now. Some of the leading scorers in this game, Patrick Perna leading the way for Brazil with 21 points on 6 of 18 shooting, including 7 of 8 from the charity stripe, 13 from Nolan Kem on 5 of 11 shooting, and also 6 points from Matias Vasquez and 8 for Pedro Fernandez. On the Dominican side, you've got 4 in double figures, including Eliel Ulloa, 17, Lucas Murillo, 10, Richard Fernandez, 16, and Manuel Castro, 13. Here's that last play. You see why Perna wanted the foul on Herman. Saw a lot of wrist there, but you can't review a foul just to see who the ball is out on. And just based on the fact that Herman hit the wrist of Perna, it seems the ball last touched Perna, which means it should be Dominican Republic ball down 1. The call on the floor meant Brazil ball. See Coach Sarnelli Matos with his team. It's been a tenacious effort for the Dominican Republic. 15 steals today. They've been out-rebounded by nearly 30. Outshot, but certainly not out-hustled. This is a quick and feisty team. Now we await the call on the floor. 20.7 seconds left. It is Dominican Republic basketball. So the Dominican with it, and a 6-second differential between shot and game clock. So 6 seconds separating the two clocks as the Dominican Republic takes over with 20 seconds left. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a fun finish here at the Under-16s. Herman falls. Kem is on him. Jump ball, possession pointing to the Dominican. So Dominican Republic ball here with 11.4 seconds left. Now watch this. Herman took a tumble. No foul call. He seemed to just slip. And credit Nolan Kem for not getting too physical and getting a foul, which would lead to free throws. So Dominican Republic ball with the shot clock off. If they want to, they can hold for the final shot. Fernandez for the inbound. He finds Herman. 9 to shoot. Herman has it. Herman on the drive. From the free throw line misses. Rebound to Kem, and he's fouled with 3 on the clock. Not sure if that's the shot you want. Sort of a desperate teardrop from the free throw line. Another look at that shot, and then the rebound for Kem. Nolan Kem snaring his 8th rebound. Now the officials' conference. Telling both teams to head to their respective sidelines. For the moment, it'll be Brazil ball with 3.3 seconds left. A Brazil win will make them 2-0 at the FIBA U16 Americas. They have never finished in the almighty top 4. And remember, you need to get to the top 4 to make it to the Basketball World Cup. Brazil has yet to do that. And now we'll have a replay review. 3.3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And fans, if you're here awaiting the start of Canada and Uruguay, it'll start just a little after 3 o'clock local time here in Yucatan for Uruguay and Canada. In yesterday's action here in Group B, Canada got a 63-57 win over the Dominican, and Brazil took down Uruguay by 28. There's that last rebound by Kem, and then he was fouled right away. Now watch Kem, number 5 in yellow. The rebound and then a smart foul by Richard Fernandez, which was his 4th. Likely the officials just meeting here for time purposes. Want to make sure that the 3.3 that you see on the scorebug is accurate. Now the 3 refs meet here on the court at the FIBA U16 Championships. The ruling is Brazil ball, and free throws coming for Kem. Now, even if Kem were to make both free throws, still just a one-possession game. Now, it hasn't been a good three-point day for the Dominican. 3 of 15 from beyond the arc, and Kem actually will first have a technical free throw after an intentional foul. Kem's first misses. So that's big. It'll keep the Dominican Republic well within reach here. Second one's up for Kem, and he misses the second. The ruling was an unsportsmanlike foul on Richard Fernandez, an intentional foul, giving Kem 2 extra free throws and the ball. So now we'll see how the Dominican Republic comes out defensively. Huge missed opportunity there for Kem. And now he's looking for the sideline inbound. He gets it to Fernandez and a foul. Whistled on Ulloa. It was an interesting call, the intentional foul, unsportsmanlike conduct. And now with 2 seconds left, free throws for Fernandez. If you're Fernandez, I wonder if you think about intentionally missing the second. Because if you make both, you give the Dominican a chance for a clean inbound. You miss the second, it's just a rebound and a full court heave with about a 0.1% chance of making it. Wenson Torres just checked in, number 4 in blue, a big body, gearing up for a big rebound opportunity. First one's up for Fernandez, and it's good. So 68-66, Brazil's on top. Pedro Fernandez, 2 for 3 from the stripe today, and 9 points. Here's a big second shot. He puts it up, and he intentionally missed it. Rebound Torres to Herman. Heave at the buzzer. Oh, and he just missed it off the front end of the iron. And Brazil is 2-0 at the Under-16 Americas. A 14-0 run to start the fourth quarter, and Bruno Porto's team is perfect. Behind the stud guard Patrick Perna, the Brazilians cruising in the fourth quarter. That is how you close the game strong, as Brazil comes out on top, 68-66. But man, you've got to give credit to the Dominican squad. 8-1 run got them back into it, and then just too much Brazil at the end. Nolan Kem with a late rebound, drawing a foul. The free throw for Fernandez. And Brazil is 2-0 in the Under-16 Americas. Fans who are awaiting the start of Canada and Uruguay, you'll get that in about 30 minutes. But next up for Brazil will be tomorrow. They will play against Canada at 12:30 local time. You can find that right here on YouTube. Canada and Brazil at 12:30, and next up for the Dominican is a matchup with Uruguay at 3 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be back with Game 2 of the day in Group B action for Canada and Uruguay. But for now, I'm Sam Brief saying so long from Yucatan.
It's a great pleasure. Welcome to the game between Team Uruguay and Team Canada. Please join us.